Good day to all. My name is Jose Hernandez, and in today's video, we'll be going over what is 4DX and our solution to applying them to senior projects. The 4 disciplines of execution, or 4DX, was introduced to tackle the problem that most management teams don't know the end goal for success well, or it is not very defined to them. There's a lack of accountability amongst team members and a lack of an engaging scoreboard to motivate teams to complete their most widely important goals, or WIGs. This project, Applying 4DX to Senior Projects, introduces a solution to these problems with relation to the senior project course by applying the 4 disciplines. Focus, in which we ask students to pick their widely important goals and corresponding lag measures. Leverage, where we allow students to add lead measures over time that move along these lag measures. Engagement, with a scoreboard, in which we create a scoreboard for students to track the progress of the lag and lead measures. And accountability, where we promote accountability to team members through retrospective weekly meetings that look at a student's contribution over the week. Applying 4DX to senior projects was implemented in Microsoft Excel using Visual Basic for applications per our product owner's request. For this project, Diego implemented a start page that contains a registration form and login forms. When a team member registers to a project for the first time, a Team's 4DX sheet will be created for the entire team. From then on, they only need to log in if they're already registered for that team. He also implemented the security features related to hiding sheets from prying eyes and protecting sheet data. I implemented the forms that give users the ability to modify Team's WIG and or lead measures, such as the description, start and due dates for the WIG, completion status of lead measures, and so on. I also implemented the code that keeps track of a WIG's acquired points when a lead measure is marked as complete. Evelyn implemented the scoreboard and the pie chart that visually represents the scoreboard. When a lead measure gets marked as complete, the team or team members assigned to it get the points added to the entry on the scoreboard and reflected on the chart. Nelson implemented the forms for adding WIGs and lead measures to their respective tables and implemented the code that keeps track of a WIG's total point column when a lead measure is added. This is the user interface for a start sheet that Diego implemented, and it's the active sheet when a student first opens the program. The red button labeled What is 4DX leads the user to a website that explains to a student what is 4DX when pressed. The yellow button labeled Register opens the form that allows students to register to their team's own 4DX sheet. The green button labeled Go to Project opens the login form and leads the user to their respective project sheet if login is successful. The button that says Admin Login is reserved for the instructor and leads them to a sheet called Information Input, where they can change the list of students that can register and the projects available. This is an example project sheet for a project called Test Project. On the table titled Scoreboard, the names of the students registered to a certain project appear here. To the right of the scoreboard table is the pie chart that automatically updates when points are assigned to the scoreboard. Below the long green line where the project's title is displayed, the table of wildly important goals is located on the left, along with the buttons for forms for adding and modifying its data, and to the right of it, there is the lead measure table, also having its respective buttons and forms like the WIG table does. Once a team is done modifying the data on their own team's sheet, they can press the logout button on the top right and be redirected to a start sheet. Thank you for watching this video. In the next video, we'll be talking about how students can navigate through the program.